So the government's just announced a brand new obesity project in Scotland, and they're funding weight loss injections for thousands of people in some of the country's poorest areas. And before I say anything else, I am not against weight loss injections. For some people, they can be absolutely life-changing, and that's brilliant. But here's what's being completely missed. If the government simply funded proper thyroid testing first, so many of those people wouldn't even need weight loss treatment at all. Because, right now, thousands of people, mostly women, are being left incapacitated by untreated or undertreated thyroid problems. And I'm talking about, fatigue, weight gain, brain fog, high cholesterol, heart issues, depression. And it's happening because the testing system is broken. So if you're new here, I'm Helen. I run the Hypothyroid Recovery Hub, and I help people understand their thyroid results and rebuild their energy and confidence. And when they've been told that the labs are normal, but they still feel awful. So back to this. The main test that people are given on the NHS is TSH, but that test on its own doesn't tell you what's really happening in your body. It's like checking the thermostat, but never checking if the house is actually warm. And one of the most important tests, which many experts and patients believe should be included, is called free T3. And that's the actual active thyroid hormone that supports your metabolism, your brain, your energy. And it's needed by basically pretty much every cell in your body. But many people never get it tested under standard NHS testing. And even when they do get treatment, most are given T4 only medication, which often it doesn't convert properly into T3, which is what we actually need. So they're left exhausted, gaining weight, feeling completely stuck. And even though the doctor says everything looks normal, the worst part is people often have to fight incredibly hard within the NHS and around the world to access free T3 testing or combination therapy that includes T3. And it's just an exhausting battle just to get basic care that should be standard. And frustratingly, meanwhile, millions of pounds are being poured into weight loss injection programs without checking if people's thyroids are actually working first. So if that underlying thyroid issue isn't fixed, then all the weight loss medication in the world isn't going to solve the fatigue or the cholesterol or the brain fog or the depression that comes with it. So this isn't about choosing one or the other. It's about getting the order right. So test first, do proper thyroid testing, and then treat properly and see what's really left to fix. So if the government invested a fraction of this money into proper thyroid testing, not just TSH, but free T3 and free T4 as well, we could stop so many people reaching the point where they need the weight loss treatments in the first place. Because when hypothyroid is left untreated or undertreated, it doesn't just cause weight gain, it steals people's lives. They can't work, they can't care for their families, and it leads to long-term health issues that cost far more to treat down the line. So yes, fund the obesity programs, but start by testing properly. And that's how you get to the root of the problem instead of just managing the symptoms. And if you've been told that your thyroid tests are normal, but you still feel exhausted, foggy, or stuck with weight you can't shift, come and join us in the Hypothyroid Recovery Hub. There's a link below. And it's where we talk about what your doctor might not have time to explain and how to finally start feeling like you again. Because this isn't just about weight loss, it's about getting your life back. So everything I shared here is based on public information and patient experience. It's not medical advice. So always talk to your doctor about your own situation. Thanks for being with us.